Marissa had always dreamed of owning her own fashion boutique. She spent years convincing her husband, Tom, to quit his job as a math teacher and go work abroad. "If you make good money, we can start a business together," she urged. But Tom refused. He loved his school, his students, and had no intention of leaving them to break his back at some grueling job overseas. So Marissa decided to take matters into her own hands. She quit her office job and moved to New York, working tirelessly for 7 years, waiting tables, selling clothes, even doing warehouse shifts, just to save enough money. She lived frugally, denying herself entertainment, vacations, and any kind of luxury. But when she finally returned to her hometown in Texas, her sacrifice paid off. She opened her very own boutique. Business thrived, and soon she expanded, adding men's and children's clothing lines to the store. "Ugh, I'm so sick of life with Tom." Marissa often sighed to her best friend Lindsay. "He's so boring, always thinking about school." "Oh, come on, Marissa," Lindsay would reply. "Tom cooks, cleans. You told me yourself you don't have to lift a finger at home." "That's true," Marissa admitted, "but I want passion, excitement, real emotions, not this mechanical sex once a week." "Then do something about it. Plan a romantic dinner, buy some nice lingerie." "Lindsay, that's his job." "Well then, maybe you should get yourself a lover." And just like that, a few months later, Victor started coming around the boutique more often. Handsome, charismatic, effortlessly charming, he pursued Marissa so intensely that she couldn't resist. Their affair started in hotels in the next town over, then moved to upscale motels in the Dallas suburbs. Marissa blossomed. Her eyes sparkled. Her whole being seemed to glow with happiness. "Lindsay, cover for me," she pleaded one day. "Victor and I are flying to Miami for 5 days. But what do I tell Tom? I already keep saying I'm traveling to Houston for inventory shopping." "What should I tell him?" Marissa asked, deep in thought. Lindsay snapped her fingers. "Oh, I got it. I just bought a new apartment in Austin. I'll say you're helping me furnish it." "Perfect. Lindsay, you're a lifesaver." "Wait, what about your tan? You'll come back looking like a bronze goddess after Miami." "Oh, I'll just say I went to a tanning salon, though honestly, I doubt he'd even notice. He's always buried in work, school, the kids, plus handling everything at home." "Well then, have fun, girl." And fun she had, at least for the first 4 days. Marissa and Victor basked in the sun, swam in the ocean, sipped on exotic cocktails. And, of course, they indulged in passion every night. But on the 5th day, everything fell apart. Victor started openly flirting with a blonde at the bar, a tourist from Chicago, vacationing with her sister. The two women clearly enjoyed his attention. Marissa tried to stop him, but he just smirked and shrugged her off. "You're not my wife," he said flatly. "You don't get to tell me what to do." Then, with a wicked grin, he added, "And besides, aren't you a married woman? Shouldn't you be ashamed, sneaking off to resorts with your lover?" The sisters burst out laughing. Marissa clenched her jaw, her face burning with shame. But there were still 2 days left before their flight home. She spent them alone on the beach, staring at the waves, crying in silence. On the plane, she didn't say a word to Victor. He, of course, tried to smooth things over. "Come on, don't be mad," he pleaded. "You know how much I love you. I was just drunk, talking nonsense." But she no longer believed a word he said. And then, as if a veil had lifted, it all became painfully clear. All the hotels, the fancy dinners, the trips to Colorado, the luxury gifts, the getaway to Miami. She had paid for everything, not just with her own money, but with the money that was meant for her family, for her children. While Alex worked, provided for us, took the care of our home and children, I was wasting thousands of dollars on some gold digger who only used me. Oh, Alex, how blind I was. Marissa, consumed by self-loathing, did the math. She had spent nearly $90,000 on Victor and their little escapades. For what? She could have used that money for a family trip with Alex and the kids, bought new furniture, paid for their son's education, taken a romantic cruise with her husband. He never complained. Not once. Even when she came home long past midnight, Alex always left her dinner on the table. "You must be exhausted, sweetheart," he'd say with quiet concern. And me? How did I treat him? How could I have been so blind? But it didn't matter now. Everything would change. From this moment on, only family, only the kids, only Alex. Marissa was just turning onto their street when she saw it. A hearse slowly driving past. A small crowd of people in black stood gathered in front of their house. Her heart stopped. She slammed on the brakes and stumbled out of the car. What happened? She didn't need an answer. She already knew. Alex passed away in his sleep, his mother sobbed. A heart attack. His heart just gave out. Marissa staggered back. The world spun around her. And oh, how he loved you, his mother wept. You were everything to him. She stood over the body of the man she had betrayed, and only now did she realize he was her greatest treasure, her one true love. And she never appreciated him. Oh, if only I could turn back time.